Alright, I really wish I knew what you guys think I can actually sing, so here we go. Long, long time ago, I can still remember how the music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance, that I could make those people dance, and maybe I'd be happy for a while. February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. Now bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, and you believe in rock and roll and music, save your mortal soul. And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. I dig those rhythmic blues. A lonely teenage bronc buck, a pink carnation and a pickup truck. And I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I'm just singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, with Musk rose fat out of Rolling Stone. That's not how it used to be. And the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. And while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned, and while Lenin read a book of Marx, the court just practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter skelter in the summer swelter, birds flew off for the fallout shelter. 8 miles high and falling fast, and landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass, a jester and the sidelines in the cast. And the halftime air was sweet perfume, while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up and danced, oh, but we never got the chance. The players tried to take the field, the marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day The music died. He started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space. No time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and while I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, Satan laughing with delight. Today the music died. He was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news. She just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store. I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music would play. In the streets the children screamed, so it cried and the poets dreamed. Not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken. And the three men I admired most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they got the last train for the coast. The day the music died, they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. It was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die.